Let's do this. It's gonna be a lot of me yapping and talking. We were insane, I believe. We'll leave safer for last. This one. Please don't crack. You've been doing it for every single part so far. Thank you for the check-in. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Bless you. Thank you. After breakfast, my hurried footsteps accompany the secretaries as they echo in the corridor. We're heading towards the council room. Give me the latest report on the rebellion at the border.
Yes, Your Majesty. 2 days ago, an armed conflict broke out in the Sten Galaxy, a vassal to the Empire. Their former leader was overthrown.
A yappy gobbo. Hi, Wagon. Welcome in. I'm almost yappy. Though this is a lot of me reading, so.
The new leader, Helron, has publicly declared succession and is launching an assault on the Empire's Fortress No. 1.
That doesn't sound good.
The major station there defected during combat and colluded with Sten's forces.
Fortress No. 1 is a strategic choke point on the Empire's border. Its firepower is enough to lock down the entire Stein Galaxy. It's the Empire's spear and its shield. If it falls, unrest will inevitably spread to the Heartland. The trader at the border, Major Wise. Is that how you say that? I presume. Where is he?
After the rebellion was crushed, he was taken to the Empire's most secure prison. Now, he waits for Your Majesty's judgment.
Ah! Okay. Good, let him ruminate. There are more pressing matters at hand. Since the rebellion at Fortress No. 1 has been dealt with, a power vacuum has formed. Spoils must be claimed. The greedy nobles have already gathered in the council room. They're eager to control the fortress. This is a lot of political bullshit, I forgot. Who led the campaign against the rebels?
It was the Grand General, Your Majesty. His forces have already taken control of Fortress No. 1.
I feel like that's how you say the name, right? They don't really give me a pronunciation. Wow, a pronunciation guide. They just kind of go, fuck it. Good luck, I guess.
The Grand General has just arrived at the palace. He's waiting for you in the council room alongside the nobles and ministers.
Zane. In the second month of my reign, Zane left the capital to deal with the rebellions on the border. It's been 6 months since I last saw him. To ignore the limits of his authority again. Is this his idea of a gift? It's a fucked up gift! No matter, I'm ready to play his game! What game? Go forth with the finest visage. Visage? Deceive their eyes, and disguise your true heart underneath the guise. Oh look who it is! Hello, Shane. I always do this. At the far end of the room, Zane stands with his back to the assembly. Once he hears my footsteps, he slows down. Zane gives me a slight nod of acknowledgement. Looks the same as I remember. Stern, indifferent, almost unchanged. Under the watchful, scheming eye of the court, I smile and walk towards Zane before... Zane, you spent the last 6 months quelling rebellions. I trust you haven't sustained any serious injury.
Perhaps it's thanks to Your Majesty's blessing that I remain unscathed.
Doubt it! I can't help but glance in this direction. Before I can speak, the nobles below use this chance to reveal their accusations, as if I've given them a signal.
Whenever the Grand General pacifies a region, he stations his troops there and refuses to leave.
I feel like you should drink some water.
One might think Your Majesty had given him those planets to govern.
The Empire Codex states that one must not seize territories under the Empire's protection in the name of military achievements. All reclaimed territory should be distributed among the nobility by the current ruler. And yet the Grand General's takeover of the fortress disregards the Imperial law and your Majesty's authority. I implore you to punish him for his crimes.
I can punish him? Go be smoking a pack a day? Yeah, nah. She needs some water. You telling me to punish him? I can think of a few ways. In unison, every noble bows and silently pressures me. They pretend to uphold the law and defend my honor, but I want to drive a wedge between me and Zane. I look at Zane, who has the faintest hint of a smile on his lips. Despite the indicaments, he doesn't show any trace of unease. I've seen this expression countless of times. I know that Zane's actions always come with meticulous preparations.
The Lord of Star Sector Number 3 allowed his subordinates to invade a vassal planet, plunder its resources, and destroy its starships. Would that not constitute an abuse of power? Star Sector Number 2 has been underreporting its tax revenue. If paid in full, the arrears could cover the Empire's military budget for 5 years. Imperial law also states that the punishment for such a crime is exile. Smuggling for profit, imposing extortionate levies, misappropriating supplies, falsifying production reports. These are all capital offenses the Empress must judge.
Yes! And judge I shall!
Since all of you hold the Imperial law in such high regard, let us abide by it. I presume there are no objections.
I suppress the urge to laugh. When it comes to governing the Empire, Zane and I have no fundamental disagreements. The galaxy Zane pacified are safer in his hands compared to these nobles. Still...
Don't change the subject, Zane. We're talking about you seizing Imperial territory for yourself.
I feel like they should be using his last name. I feel like in this regard, a last name would be helpful. Unless we've only been given first names.
I would call it protecting Her Majesty's territory from parasites.
You...
Setting other matters aside, the jurisdiction of Fortress Number 1 concerns Imperial defense. Only Her Majesty has the authority to decide its fate. Wouldn't the Grand General's unauthorized takeover be considered an overreach of his authority?
Why are we on first name Why are we on first name basis with civilians? He's not even a civilian. He's like, Imperial Guard? Something like that. Like high up marshal. No. I forget what the fuck it's called. General! He's a general! I feel like he should be out of respect, been using his last name, but no. Wow, talking is hard. This is precisely what I've been considering. Zane has certainly accomplished a great deal. He has restored order to the land, yet in turn, he has quietly amassed power. Out of the nobles who have remained silent, a good number maintain contact with Zane in secret. Their silence in the courtroom speaks of where their true loyalties lie. It's time to make a decision. Oh, the nobles are civilians! Ah! I get it. Execute everyone outside! Tired of your bullshit! Go die! That's iconic. Go for it. How many times have I been caught in this vortex of power? I lost count. The ceaseless political machinations are enough to bring down a mighty empire and erode its empress' ambitions. The insatiable greed of these people before me once again fills me with a weariness that has settled deep into my bones. I'm tired. I'm going to rest now. I haven't addressed him as such in a long time. Zane looks taken aback, reminded of the days when he was a preceptor.
You've already made your choice. Is that right?
This might be the last words we ever say to each other. I don't answer him. I turn and walk out of the hall. Armed guards enter the council room as soon as I leave. They seal the door shut. Close off the blood and screaming. The last person who's dragged out in the court scribe, shuddering in fear, but still dutifully taking notes. I give him a reminder. Oh no. Nothing happened today. These are not the drones you're looking for. In the cosmic year 649, the Empress set a trap during a meeting and executed her political enemies. Only the Grand General managed to fight his way out. In the following year, the Empress and the Grand General sent envoys to negotiate. An attempt for peace fell through after 2 hours, and the Emperor was thrown into a civil war. So the council meeting in the cosmic year 649 was the last time Empress Moon and the Grand General Zane ever met face to face. Whether or not the Empress looked back at the Grand General as she departed is a detail lost to history. But that hasn't stopped generations from retelling their story. He was once her preceptor before becoming her ally. For 6 months, they were monarch and subordinate. Then mortal enemies for the rest of their lives. They had once striven to avoid war, yet they were driven to the worst possible fate. Their names are forever stained in the annals of history. To this day, their supporters still argue over who's responsible. Was it the threat posed by the Grand General that deprived the Empress of her chance to be a benevolent ruler? Or was it the Emperor's suspicion that forced the Grand General to rebel? When faced with a great prize, is love always the first to be sacrificed? It's a question no one can answer. I just wanted to see people die. I don't... All we can say for certain, however, is that one such a morning to say nothing happened will be nothing short of lying. A civil war broke out. I'm like, no. I don't see anything wrong here. Well, that was the card. I hope y'all enjoyed. See y'all next Wednesday. Apparently I'm not supposed to murder everyone. I was made unaware of this. I wasn't aware we had to not kill people. But, okay. We're back here. Okay. Then I shall deal with it myself. This is the opportunity I've been waiting for. It's less fun, though. Incompetent nobles, inflexible ministers. None of them is worthy of my trust. Zane could have been that person, but as of this moment, I can no longer read his intentions. So, I shall deal with it myself. It was a nonchalant announcement.
There's no precedent for this.
Why? As of today, there is. Please consult the Codex. Is there anything that forbids an empress from directly ruling her territory? The nobles exchange uncertain glances. For them, submitting to me is still a better alternative than submitting to Zane. I'll happily submit to them. I mean, have you looked at the man? The deciding factor is Zane's attitude. I've been closely observing his reactions.
Fortress number 1 is yours, Your Majesty.
I have you to thank for quelling the rebellion, Grand General. And just like that, the fate of the dispute territory is settled. The nobles' faces fall, their eyes darting between Zane and me. They're searching for any sign of a conspiracy. Even I feel a flicker of doubt. Will Zane truly let it end like this? To keep Zane in check, this is hardly enough. Reclaiming galaxies is only the first step. I need to gauge Zane's current military strength in case the worst comes to pass. The things I do to him!
I will withdraw my troops as soon as possible to complete the process, Your Majesty.
True. He's good looking. Okay. He's, as far as the guys are concerned, right? He's the least fucked up. Sure, he's committed murder. Who hasn't, right? He might be a murderer, but I am willing to bet it was manslaughter at the worst. At worst, it wasn't preconceived murder, it was manslaughter. Does that make it better? Debatable. There's no rush. I have other uses for your troops, Grand General. According to tradition, the Emperor's coronation ceremony is a months-long affair. Fuck. It accumulates in a grand military parade. Can I not? Actually? However, because of the uprising in the Stein Galaxy, Zane was ordered to take the main fleet to the border. The military parade was indefinitely postponed. Aww. It's time to hold the parade. The location will be the Fortress number 1, my newly claimed territory. Zane?
I have no objections.
With a radiant smile on my face, I turn to the nobles. You will gather your armies and participate as well. Settle then. There's nothing else. All of you are dismissed. Before the nobles could react, the guards stationed outside the room enter because of my orders. They escort them out. Faced with the guards' weapons, they can only swallow their protest and leave. Each mulls over their own thoughts. The innocent return home, and the guilty are sent to prison on the border. Wait, Zane? I call out to him in a voice loud enough for everyone to hear. We're at the palace tonight. Wait, did we just invite him to a sleepover? This can only go well. I lead Zane through the corridors as we head to the room that was prepared for him. We did! We got the sleepover! Did you see the looks of those nobles' faces when I asked you to stay? Suspicious, prying, suggestive. Wanting a good show, they were eager to see what would transpire. So am I! I'm no better than them!
I imagine most won't be sleeping well tonight.
Neither will you. I mean, what? It's gonna only go well. What? No. I won't be pulling a JD. Just, nah. Satisfied with my victory, I turned to face Zane and walked backwards with a spring in my step. They're already placing bets on us. On what? Who's gonna be on top? What are they placing bets on?
On whether you'll kill me?
Oh. On how I'll kill you. I admit, some of their ideas have been inspirational.
Congratulations. The fact that you're aware means your influence is greater than what their intuition tells them.
That's not the reaction I was hoping for. I turned back around and quickened my pace. Your supporters grow in numbers every day. More planets pledge their allegiance to you. As for me, it doesn't matter how great my influence is. An empress such as myself is still dispensable. Silence hangs in the air behind me. I wonder what Zane is thinking. Quite some time has passed before he speaks.
You've never been one to let others sway you.
You know me so well. A branch reaches into the corridor, which blocks my path. Unwillingly to bow my head, I stop beneath it and turn to face Zane. What does my preceptor think of my decision in the council room? I deliberately enunciate the old title as if to provoke him.
I was under the impression we were past that once you ascended the throne.
You're no fun! How so? Do you remember this tree? We planted it years ago. It's been there all this time, yet it never bloomed. Back then I was only the crown princess, while Zane was already the grand general with several medals. He commanded the army and oversaw the Empire's most prestigious military academy. Academy? That's it! Wait, how old is he? And how old is MC? I was just saying how unproblematic you are, Zane. Don't make me eat my words, please. Eager to learn the art of politics from a master, I sought him out. When I returned to the palace, Zane was the only person I could trust and depend on during the struggle for the throne. This tree symbolizes our alliance and the trust we once shared.
You were an excellent learner.
Thank you. Zane picks up garden shears and begins pruning the overgrown branches.
You used the military parade as a pretense to gauge the strength of my forces. In addition, you kept me here in front of everyone and used our association as a warning to the nobles.
Yes.
Killing two birds with one stone. It was a clever move.
Has it ever occurred to you that he meets my gaze and I don't look away? I asked you to stay because we haven't seen each other in a long time. It wasn't necessarily because I want to intimidate the nobility. The journey from the border to the Empire is long. You need to properly rest. So we're not allowed near him then. Oh. Zane is momentarily stunned. Seeing him at a loss for words improves my mood. The room is just ahead. You've used it before, so I doubt you need me to show you the way. Was this walk always short? What a shame. I want to see Zane speechless for a little longer. Holding my head high, I pass under the tree and walk away. We got a sleepover! Yippee! 3 years ago! Ha! In the study, Zane and I sit across from each other, and the holographic screen is between us. The combat simulation is about to begin. The Empire's deployments have been adjusted according to a new defense protocol. The simulation will test its viability. Zane attacks while I defend. The simulation ends when the Empire falls. This protocol is my chance to prove myself as the Crown Princess. I'm taking this very seriously, which means Zane will show no mercy.
Checkmate.
So we're playing chess.
Your defenses are impeccable, Your Highness. Your execution, however, could be improved.
Stop mocking me. I'll defeat you next round.
I'm looking forward to it.
Of course you are. In the new game, I successfully avoid making my previous mistakes and gradually take control of the board. I triumphantly look at Zane, but he still appears certain about his victory. When I realize something's amiss, the tables have turned. My troops are forced to retreat, and recovery is impossible.
Is there a need to play this out?
I gotta beat him! Doesn't matter what I do. Defense protocol is sound, but my pride is now on the line. Take back move. Cheat? Now, I'm not saying I cheat at a game, but I am saying I want to see him mad. So... Well, don't forget, give me a moment to think. Pretending to contemplate, I let my gaze drift to the window. Then, why hasn't the tree we planted bloomed yet? As I had hoped, Zane follows my gaze.
It's possible that now's not the time. Some trees don't blossom in their first year.
While he's distracted, I quickly mute the simulation and stealthily reassign one of my military units to my command.
And some trees bloom when you're not looking.
I meet his gaze.
Change
For
it back.
me? No! No, I don't think I will. Cheating is a skill.
All right. However, I caught you red-handed, so your attempt failed.
Damn it. No! Damn it. I made a misplay. I want to take back that move. Without waiting for Zane's answer, I reached for the undo button and tried to rewind the battle to the point before it's countered.
I'm afraid that's prohibited.
I can't do either! Before I can touch the button, a layer of ice freezes it.
Don't give me that look. When you invited me here, you promised me that I could be merciless, no?
Yeah, but I didn't say you could freeze the fucking undo button. That's mean. Not like I need to cheat to beat you. No, but we do. It's midnight. The brutal score of 12 to 0. Fuck! Flashes before my eyes, refusing to accept defeat. I hit the start button again. Christ, he demolished us.
Your Highness, it's time for me to leave.
Not until I've won. Zane stands up and I grab his hand. Finish this game with me. You can stay the night if you must. Zane silently glances at our clasped hands.
It would be inappropriate of me to spend the night in the Crown Princess's living quarters.
Who cares about what's appropriate? If you insist on leaving, I'll assume you're afraid of losing to me.
It's time for you to rest.
I don't need that! I need to figure out how to beat you!
What are you willing to sacrifice for victory?
Good question. My dignity? Sure. He's so close that I can see the reflection in his eyes. I'm still wearing the expression of someone who refuses to lose. Oh. Don't think you can trick me into letting go. Taps the stream with his finger, which catches my attention. He's indicating a key strategic fortress, one I've captured early in the game. For a moment, I don't understand what he's implying.
To win a war, you must sacrifice something important.
Look, Your Majesty, it's the Valkyrie.
Valkyries! Where? Oh. My thoughts are interrupted by the maid's voice. I collect myself and look out the window of the mothership's observation deck. The numbers of countless combat simulations appear before me as formations of battleships span across the starry expanse. To win, I must sacrifice something important. Out of the corner of my eye, I see the nobles are captivated by... When my hold on the throne was still precarious, Zane played the part of my adversary. He drew the animosity and scrutiny of the nobles away from me. Now the nobles are more or less under my control, but Zane's power can't be considered a simple counterweight. He has become the greatest obstacle to my rule over the Empire. To reclaim my power as Empress, the first one to be sacrificed must be... We're gonna fucking sacrifice him.
Your Majesty, it's time for your speech.
Are we gonna sacrifice it? Are we gonna do the candle route? Or are we, like, just stabbing him? I must know. I want the theatrics. Clearly. That'd be fun. Some human sacrifice, you know? No coronation is complete without it. The platform I'm standing on slowly rises as the comms channel opens. The entire Imperial army waits patiently for my speech. I rein in my gaze and my thoughts and read from the prepared script. Words are route, platitudes about the Empire's future and the Empire's glory, and they displayed extraordinary merit in calling the rebellion at Fortress Number 1. He has personally trained countless brilliant military minds and laid the foundation for the Empire's order. I recite Zane's achievements without even glancing at my script. In regards to everything he's done for the Empire, no one knows him better than I do. I once believed he was shouldering my burdens. Only later did I realize that what he had secured for himself was more than I had ever imagined. Zane is the Empire's sharpest sword, and its most silent guardian. Even historians known for their stern conciseness. Maybe? We're willing to make an exception and lavish extra ink on Zane's achievements. They left behind a rare commendation. It is said that during the military parade in cosmic year 649, the Empress reads out loud his contributions to the Empire from sunrise to sunset before finishing the list. Shit! He's done a lot! But let us skip past the grand highlights of the ceremony to witness a minor unexpected incident. It was this interlude that gave the tense parade a name fondly remembered in the streets and alleys for generations. What the fuck? With the stars as my witness, I shall bestow upon Zane the Imperial Medal on behalf of the Cosmic Empire. Zane stands before me, his back to the crowd, his gaze rests on me. Pat, pat. My fingers fumble with the clasp, but the medal refuses to be fastened. I become impatient and my movements grow clumsy. Zane slightly bends down to make it easier for me. His voice is tinged with amusement, and his breath is so close that it almost caresses my neck.
You appear to be rather reluctant to bestow this medal, Your Majesty.
Okay, listen here. Having secured the pin, I take the opportunity to pat him twice on the chest. A little harder than necessary, so that the pretext of smoothing his uniform. Motherfucker. Just hitting his chest. You've taken another prize from me. Did you expect me to celebrate with fanfare?
In any case, I've prepared a gift for you, Your Majesty.
Gift? Before long, a sword is brought forth. It gleams with a chilling light. This material is plate silver. Plate silver is a remarkable hard alloy, and weapons forged from it are exceptionally sharp. The key mineral for its synthesis is found only in Stein Galaxy. Forging technique is exclusive to their people. What is the meaning behind this gift? Under the watchful eyes, his linen is no. It's very normal.
Blade silver is resilient and unbreakable. I present this sword to Your Majesty in the hopes that the bond between us will prove to be indestructible. May the Empire grow stronger under your reign.
Kiss him! I mean, no, that would be improper, I guess. I did right as I say it. It's a lean down.
The Grand General is swearing fealty to the Empress. Does this mean they're no longer rivals?
No, we're fuck buddies. I mean, what?
Will the Grand General truly be content to stand in the Empress's shadow?
I don't think he he cares? Amidst the whispers, I lower my gaze towards Zane. The sword he holds casts a shadow over his face, which obscures his expression, and I can still see that the sheath is engraced with my favorite flower! Oh no! That's so cute! Jasmines, did you have these carved for me?
Yes.
Ah! All this effort. We're trying to rekindle what we once had. What did we have, Zane? What are we? What are we? Please, I need answers. Everyone around us holds their breath. They're waiting to see how Zane will respond to my pointed question. Composed, Zane rises and fastens the sword to my belt with practiced ease. Just as I'm about to step back, he wraps an arm around my waist and holds me in place. You... cuts me off calmly.
Has it ever occurred to you that...
I need answers! I'm so unwell.
I'm simply keeping a promise. I said I'd give you a proper weapon as a gift for your coronation.
Sword to catch me off guard. Is this a counterattack for when I told him that he needed to properly rest?
The rebellion was unforeseen. I'm afraid I was late by 210 days. Fortunately, you're still willing to accept it, Your Majesty.
210 days. It's been exactly 210 days since he left. Don't remember if I refuted him. The ceremony became known as the Jasmine Festival. For a long time afterwards, a belated gift was called the Empress's Jasmine. So, traveler, walking amongst the stars, should you find yourself regrettably absent for one of life's pivotal moments, don't forget to bring a bouquet of jasmines. The military parade has ended. I'm back in my room and staring at my reflection in the mirror. My gaze falls to the sword at my waist. There's an inexplicable irritation in my heart, an itch I can't scratch. I accepted Zane's gift, but I've no idea what he's trying to imply.
There's no need to be upset with the sword, Your Majesty. Let me stow it away in the darkest corner of the cosmos. I promise, you'll never lay eyes on it again.
You hate this thing? Just I'll take it. Don't even worry about it. You won't ever see it again. He reaches for it, but I don't let go. It's a beautiful sword. Unconsciously, I run my hand over the sheath. The embossed jasmine petals are cool and defined. They're like him. Only now do I realize that it wasn't the sword that bothered me. It was the way he presented it. He was so composed and assured, as if he knew I'd keep it. Seeing my silence, the maid smiles and presents a beautiful dress.
Your Majesty, you manage countless affairs of the Empire. Even when you're at the border, you oversee every detail. You should take some time to unwind. A ball is being held for the soldiers later. If you make an appearance, I'm sure many will line up to dance with you. You could choose any fine gentleman. Perhaps you'll forget about the Grand General then.
You mean a rebound? You know what? Solid idea. Who said it was in my mind? My fingertips rest on the last jasmine petal of the sheath as I narrow my eyes. Indeed, I need to unwind. When I step into the brilliantly lit ballroom, all conversation ceases. Even the music falters for a beat. Filled with awe, curiosity, or reverence, dozens of the eyes turn to me. Smiling, I raise a glass to toast the room. At ease, everyone. I'm here for a dance, not an inspection. The music resumes, and a young officer approaches me. His ears are red.
Your Majesty? May I have the honor of this dance?
Yes. Yes, you may. I don't care. I don't care. Okay? I don't care. If you blushy, you get to... Yes. My gaze travels from his epaulette to his boots, before settling back on his nervous expression. Almost instinctively, I begin to analyze his background, rank, posture, even the tone of his voice, and most importantly, his motives. Then I realize I'm analyzing a young man who only mustered up the courage to ask me for a dance. My mate's words ring true. I've been trapped in the Empire's game for so long. It's time to try some of life's simple joys. My first dance is yours.
Yes, Your Majesty. I will always be loyal to you.
His unfiltered display of fondness makes me smile. Most candid admiration and reverence. Haven't I been looking for those? For some reason, my thoughts drift back to Zane. They pledged his loyalty to me before everyone. But where does his heart truly lie? I place my hand on the young soldier's and walk towards the center of the dance floor under everyone's gaze. They won't even dare to look at me, and I feel awkward. I'm not sure of how to dance with someone like this. The ballroom doors swing open, and the sudden noise brings the orchestra to a halt. Really? It's been as though the air has been sucked from the room, only a frozen silence. A familiar set of footsteps echo across the floor. Fred parts like a tide, and Zane comes to stop before me.
Find someone else for your first dance.
Oh! Hey! Rude!
Yes, sir.
The young soldier jolts like a new recruit being called on. He salutes before hurrying away. I stare at my empty palm. He's scared of my dance partner. Then extends his hand as an invitation to dance.
In that case, I'll be his replacement. After the military parade, rumors say we're in the midst of a power struggle. Supposedly, we're conspiring to fool the nobles and claim the fortress as our private property. Those looking to pick a side between us are watching. So, shall we take this opportunity to reinforce our alliance?
Getting a sincere invitation out of you is almost impossible. As we move to the center of the dance floor, the orchestra strikes up a melody I know all too well. I look up and meet Zane's mirthful gaze. Do you still remember the steps?
It's been a long time.
This was the first formal dance I performed at my debutant. As the Crown Princess, Zane was the one who practiced with me back then. During that ball, he took my hand and led me onto the dance floor. With a sea of calculating, suspicious glares around us, he offered his support and trust. But now, can we even say one honest word to each other again? During our dance, I lean in as we turn and speak softly. Why did you actually try to find me tonight?
Perhaps I simply wanted to dance like your majesty.
I smell bullshit! I don't believe you. Right! I do not! Because I can't bring myself to focus entirely on the dance. You're here to keep an eye on me. You won't let me win over your soldiers. The cunning move.
How many people were you planning to dance with tonight?
He sounds so mad! He's like, hold up a second. What? For processes words, Zane's hand presses into my waist. I spin with the music and realize I can only find balance within his grasp. Is he jealous? Oh, he is. The music swells. It's most passionate crescendo. Couples hold their partner close as they spin and weave across the parquet. The dance floor turns into a swirling vortex. Seeing the sight of Zane is a rare treat. I seize this opportunity to whisper a wicked joke into his ear. I haven't decided yet. Depends on what I can get out of it. So you've always got good taste. Why don't you help me pick one? Oh, we are rage baiting him. Oh, that's wonderful. For example, that man over there.
He has a family.
Then the one.
He has sworn an oath of abstinence to the stars.
It's like, I'm the only viable man in their vicinity. Ah! What about the young soldier from before? I'm so busy looking around that I missed the music shifting to its languid finale. Step on Zane's foot. The arm at my waist suddenly tightens, and I'm pulled into some embrace.
What kind of game are you playing tonight? Is there a reason that forbids you from choosing me?
Unable to break free, I meet his gaze without backing down. My playful mood is gone. It's replaced by a nameless, irresistible impulse. Are you asking because I won't consider you? Or is it that you've never given me a chance to? I can see what every single person in this room wants from me. It's plain, raw, and within my control. Oh, he's jealous. He's so mad. He's so mad. He's like, really? Really? Everyone? The young... Not me? So mad. But you're the only one I can't read, even when you're standing right in front of me. Zane released his grip.
The allure of that fervor, adoration, and worship is fleeting. You'll tire of it eventually. What you truly need is...
Say it. As the first dance ends, fireworks bloom against the night sky. Everyone's gaze is drawn to the brilliant display outside. The fireworks drown out Zane's words, yet the impulse within me has been ignited. We get to kiss him! Oh boy! Oh boy! Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy! Kiss him. He folded like a lawn chair. He's severely unwell. I pushed Shane into the shadowy corner of the ball. Wow, words. Ballroom and kiss him. The switch up is insane. And this is particularly passionate, but it's enough to make Zane's thoughts stop. Now he's focused solely on me. I know his prized rationality has evaporated at that moment, on this very night. It's just having a midnight snack, it's fine. As dazzling fireworks light up the ball, Zane and I slip away unnoticed. We hold each other close as we hurry down the corridor and tumble into my bedchamber. Holy shit! We're actually... I was joking. I didn't think we would actually... It's not even 7 a.m. Calm down. I mean, it's 3 p.m. for me. Yeah, right. Sure. His kisses fall like rain and melt into me like fresh snow. My heart finds itself dancing to a frantic rhythm. Stay away from me! Forget about etiquette, politics, forget about all those other reasons.
Tonight, I'm the only one you need.
We are safe. That's a good line right there. Woof! I want to uncover his secrets. Outwit his sharp mind or control his destiny. All I want is him at this moment. Right! Right! No, yeah. Oh, they fucking... The afterglow of her passion hangs in the air. A storm will over before hanging up its arms. Ah! Too bad I gave us a fade to black, but also... Hello, sailor! Fuck! Okay! I feel... I have emotions about this. I didn't expect this. I didn't think, right? My cheeks are so red. My mind is blank. The ornate patterns on the ceiling swims before my eyes, and it takes me a moment to remember where I am. EP. I want to eat him. Zane is asleep. He's breathing deep. However, his brows furrowed as if he's troubled by his dreams. What are you thinking about? I smooth the worry from his forehead, but then my bracelet abruptly buzzes against my wrist. My secretary is calling me in the middle of the night? I feel my eyebrows twitch. I clap my hand out for my bracelet before it can wake Zane. For some reason, a sense of foreboding rises in my heart. Oh god. I slip out of bed as quietly as possible, leaving the bedchamber and answer the call.
Your Majesty, we just received a confession from Major Wace at the border prison.
Waze! Ah, go on.
Major Wace has confessed that the mastermind behind the Fortress No. 1 rebellion is the Grand General.
I'm supposed to care why? There's only silence. Keep going.
According to Major Wace, the Grand General had long coveted Fortress No. 1 as a means to expand his forces, and had been contacting him frequently in private.
Right.
During Sen's rebellion, the Grand General promised him a substantial reward and a promotion. He persuaded him to abandon the fortress and defect to Sten. But the Grand General went back on his word and arrested him for treason. As a result, Wace decided to tell us everything.
Conspiracy always seems simple once it's laid bare. When I return to my bedchamber, should I confront Zane? Lay the cards on the table, or should I kill him? Okay, how about we don't go to praying mantis route? You can't kill a guy after he's fucked you. That's kind of like... We're not spiders. Or praying mantises. Well, I guess that requires eating. How are you? Hey, Jack! I'm good. We're contemplating, murdering my, adult cuddle buddy. Yes. Wace refuses to speak about this. I mean, you could. Do you wanna? I mean, that fully depends on how good he was. Like, out of... If we gave him his performance a rating on 1 to 10. 1, we kill him. 10, We make him the new emperor. Step down. He's earned his way up. How credible is this confession? My thoughts turned into chaos. However, one thing is clear. I have an opportunity. Regardless of the truth. This is all I need to topple Zane from his position. Jesus Christ, you're exhausting. Can you just enjoy a singular thing without needing to use it as leverage? I don't know. Just enjoy the time you had without being like, oh, wow, I could topple him over. Man's resting. He gave it his all. He's tired. Give him a break. I won't have any rivals left to challenge my authority, and the concept of balancing royal authority can be erased from the Empire's history. Once they're gone, 10. They can never leave you again, is what I'm saying. Then they can never leave you. But they're gone. That's the thing, right? They can't talk, and necrophilia is frowned upon, so not allowed. Touch the red mark on my neck. It's where the warmth of Zane starts to link. You're contemplating murdering him while wearing his hickeys. That's unhinged, MC. Calm down, girl.
Your Majesty, shall we continue with the investigation?
Investigate discreetly and do not alert Zane.
Understood.
He's gonna be like, alert me from what? The morning arise. It isn't birdsong or sunlight streaming into the bedchamber that wakes me up. Rather, it's the warmth of Zane's arm against my back. I turn and see he is already awake.
Good morning, Your Majesty.
I don't think the Grand General is supposed to say good morning to his Empress in a place like this.
Doesn't it lend credence to the rumors that we are conspiring for power?
I note the hint of a smile on Zane's lip and glare at him. Pressing. I feel on something soft. I look down. Our clothes are strewn all over the floor. Gobbo, scale of 1 to 10. They're gone. 1, they're gone. 10, they never leave. Yes. As if on cue, a knock comes from the door. My headache worsens.
Your Majesty, the foreign minister is waiting for you at the door. Halron, the Stain Galaxy's leader, would like to negotiate.
So that's a problem. I turn to look at Zane. He's already getting out of bed and calmly putting on his shirt. His bracelet beeps after fastening the last button. He raises his wrist and presses collar.
The foreign minister is looking for you. The Stein Galaxy's leader, Halron, has requested to begin negotiations with the Empire.
No! Really? I hadn't heard.
Understood. I'm on my way to the council room.
Given the urgent situation, there's no time to worry about appearances. Let's go together.
As you wish, Your Majesty.
Your Majesty, Grand General? What are you...
It's like... Huh? What? Huh? Empress, what are those red marks? And the Grand General? Why are you two together?
Ahem. This is convenient. I'll ask the people I sent to find the Grand General to return at once.
We're back to politics. Back.
15 minutes ago, we received the latest intel. Stein's forces have arrived at the edge of the Allure Galaxy. The rebel leader, Halron, is leading the delegation.
It's bold to leave Stein after his coup. has already stabilized his position.
There are still many within Stein who oppose Halron. The main reason is his regicide and usurpation. That's why he's desperate to find an external enemy. He needs to convince his people that he's not a usurper. Rather, he simply replaced a weak, incompetent leader.
So this enemy is the Empire. Me? Turn to Zane, who stands before the holographic map. You're well informed on their internal affairs.
I'm merely doing my duty.
Zane zooms in on the map. He focuses on the current position of Halron's fleet.
Halron's fleet has adopted a battle formation. They're ready to open fire at a moment's notice.
Your Majesty, these negotiations might be nothing more than a formality, but many of the smaller galaxies affiliated with the Empire are watching. The best course of action would be for you to appear in person.
Halron is truly a golden standard for these opportunistic rats. Then again, I could make an example out of him. I currently need something like that. Lion! Hi! Enjoy your lurk! Before I can respond to the foreign minister, Zane speaks up.
I'll go.
You'll go?
I faced Halron on the battlefield before. I'm the person who knows him best.
It's a plausible reason. However, considering the classified report I received last night, I can't help but suspect that Zane might be colluding with Halron in secret. If galaxies are waiting to see my response, then why should I hide behind the Grand General? We'll go together. Besides, the situation is volatile. Who knows? This might be the last time we ever see each other. Zane chuckles softly, and he quickly composes himself and turns to his subordinate.
Select a suitable battleship and ensure the escort fleet is ready for battle. Be prepared for any contingency.
Yes, sir.
There's no need for it. I'll take the Valkyrie. Familiar with its specs. The diplomatic fleet, consisting of the Valkyrie and several escort spaceships, apart from Fortress Number 1. Out of boredom, I pull up the screen in front of my seat. I tap it a few times, and the display is flooded with red warnings. Classified files, access denied. The security measures are second to none.
Warning. Warning. Unidentified battleship detected. The Valkyrie has been targeted.
That is a problem. What's happening? Robo arrives sooner than I expected. A bright flash erupts outside the window. It's followed by a violent shudder that rocks the entire battleship. That Halron's fleet.
Hold on tight. The escorts are following emergency protocols.
Zane pushes me back into my seat, almost by reflex, and fastens my safety harness. Above his head, the panel with conduits crash down. You should be careful too.
Thank you.
The escort spaceship try to draw their fire, but Halron's attack is brutally straightforward. They ignore escorts and focus all their firepower on the Valkyrie. As the battle rages, the auto-navigation system becomes unreliable. Zane switches to manual control. Valkyrie charges forward in an attempt to break through the encirclement. I bite my lip and glance at Zane. His brow is as furrowed as mine. If Zane is working with Halron, then what's happening?
The main power module has been damaged. Please land immediately.
The nearest landing site.
The view outside is strikingly familiar. Memories from long ago resurface in my mind as Zane and I speak in unison.
Planet Valkyrie.
It's a planet Zane and I know very well, where the Imperial Military Academy was here previously. Without saying another word, Zane pulls up the coordinates and initiates the warp. The violent aftershock from the warp rocks the battleship. An involuntary tremor runs through me and I clench my fists. Suddenly I feel warmth on the back of my hand. I look down to see that Zane is holding my hand. This might be the end. Do you have any last words for me?
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry? Dad, hi! The shield barrier slams down. His last words were, "I'm sorry." Hazy afternoon light filters through the air. Today is the Crown Princess coming of age ceremony, and the military academy has given everyone a day off. They're currently participating in the festivities. The Crown Princess herself, me, is exhausted from the endless flattery and niceties, so I've slipped away. This is the only time the hangar is empty. I duck inside a jar gate and row of training dummies. I venture deeper into the cavernous space. My gaze lands on the brand new battleship that's docked at the far end of the row. Valkyrie. Named after the Empire's most prestigious military academy, it has to be the state-of-the-art. Let's do flight tests, at least. I open the hatch, up into the pilot seat, and peel the protective film from the console. Then I pull out a fingerprint mold. I went through so much trouble to get this fingerprint from Zane's sunglasses. It better work. Press the mold against the ignition panel, and the authorization light flashes green. A static! I pat the pilot seat. I knew Zane's fingerprint would work. My bro, what are you wearing?
Where are you running off to, Your Highness?
Nowhere. Just as I'm about to fire up the engine, he'll fly off into the thrilling unknown. Zane's voice cuts through the speakers. Zane, your preceptor, subordinate, the bane of my existence, and a guardian of record listed on my academy registry until today. Staring at me through the screen, he's standing before the battleship with his sunglasses on. How he figured out I was here is beyond me. Stealing myself, I grab the ship's comms button. I'm ready to project the unyielding authority of a mature crown princess. Move aside, otherwise I'll run you over, Zane spells.
Be my guest. But if you fail to silence me, I'm doubling tonight's lesson on tactical deployment.
You! I slump back into my seat. Grand General, you're one of the Empire's priceless treasures. Would anyone dare to lay a hand on you? Not ready to admit defeat, I slam the comments button again. I'm not going anywhere, I'm tired. Surely I can take a nap here. Good afternoon. Dozing off, I close my eyes. A moment later, I feel someone sit down beside me.
Your breathing tells me you're pretending to be asleep.
Says who? You woke me up. What are you gonna do about it?
I can put you back to sleep if you'd like.
Why does that sound scary? That won't be necessary. Take it. A mischievous idea pops into my head. I pluck the sunglasses off of his face. The light is too harsh. I'm borrowing these. I rest my head on his shoulder. But it's not enough. I pat his chest. What a nice pillow. I'm borrowing this too. Snuggle up against him, trying to find a warm, comfortable spot in his embrace.
Is there anything else? We might as well deal with them now.
He's so done with her shit! He's so done with her! A blanket would be nice. It's freezing in the Valkyrie. Maybe I can use your coat.
If you're keen on turning a battleship into your bedroom, I can always enroll you in the course for tactical simulation and field survival. You'll get to sleep in one for a month.
Stop twisting my words. I'm going to sleep now. Feeling Zane move, I protest immediately. Surely the mighty Grand General wouldn't deny someone her sleep. Am I mistaken, my dear preceptor?
If you want to sleep, do so properly. Stop squirming.
He holds me in his arms, and I feel warmer. You're always stopping me from doing things. Why is this an exception?
I can't forbid someone from sleeping. And once you wake up, you'll be well rested. It's perfect for having a long night filled with lessons.
Maybe you shouldn't wake me up. My eldest grow happy. What started as a prank to annoy Zane is giving way to genuine drowsiness. Zane, I officially came of age today. I wish time could stop at this moment. Aeona returned to the palace and become the Empress. The Empress has a lot of power, and you have your own authority. When the day comes, can we still be like this? Wait, okay, hold up. Give me a second. My brain is braining. She just came of age, meaning she just turned 18. How long have they known each other? Zane? I need answers! Starting to look mightily suspicious! You're not, I twisted, what? I fucked it up. I tried to sit right, and I forgot I was holding my iPad. How long have you known MC? Like, problematic king. We love a problematic king. We first have this, Caleb. Yeah, that was a whole thing. Anyhow, I thought this one would be less. No. This, I am unsure. How long they've known each other, also how long he's had feelings for her. And how long MC has had feelings for him. Because this seems like a student-teacher thing, right? That seems inappropriate. Feels Zane holding me closer. That might just be a figment of my imagination.
No. When you ascend the throne, individuals whose power rivals yours will become your enemy. This also applies to those who are weaker than you. And it includes me. When that time comes, I won't only be stopping you from sneaking out to have fun. I will counter every decision you make.
I don't mind. Barely awake, but I refuse to concede defeat. Push the sunglasses up and look at him. I never need anyone's permission to do what I want. Just before I drift off, I think you hear Saint's soft, almost approving chuckle, and something warm is draped over me. It's his coat. Oh, why is he so cute about it, though? It's cold. I tighten my grip on the coat that's draped over me. But now that I'm lying on, it feels hard and unforgiving. Shaking my head, I notice how something's not right. I open my eyes. With Zane's coat covering me, lying in one of the Valkyrie's plush sheets. Above me is the battleship's damaged hull. Memories of Halbrand's attack flooded into my mind. Fully awake, I realized I was dreaming. Why was it about my coming-of-age ceremony? Many years have passed since then. Okay, that's good. We like to hear that! I slowly stood up, Zane is at the pilot's console and calibrating the battleship systems. From the window, I can see night has fallen.
How are you feeling?
My shoulders are sore.
You don't have external wounds. However, you should drink something to replenish your energy.
I take the bottle from Zane and return his coat to him. Seeing that I'm alright, Zane turns his back. The sword he gave me is within arm's reach. The truth is, after my coming of age ceremony, I've had countless opportunities to get rid of him with the most underhanded of means, but I never did. Because of his victories on the battlefield, he's my most capable subordinate, and take a sip of the drink. Also because of these acts of kindness that have nothing to do with power.
The main power module reboot has failed.
Well.
We're stranded here for now. But the comms module wasn't badly damaged. It's already been repaired.
Zane accesses the comms channel and connects to the Imperial Central Command. A familiar voice comes through.
Your Majesty, are you alright?
I'm well. What's the current situation in the Empire? The Secretary quickly briefs me on what's happening. We're broken out at a terrifying speed. But the military launched a counterattack based on the contingency plans we left and kept losses at a minimum.
The readings show that Valkyrie's power module is severely damaged. Should we dispatch a fleet to retrieve you?
Anyone who wants to approach planet Valkyrie will have to navigate an active war zone. It's safer to remain here.
The planet was decommissioned during the defense reform, and I spearheaded. But its basic defense systems were never dismantled. It still retains some capacity for stealth and counterattack. We'll issue commands from here. What I need you to do is leak a report that Halron's ambush failed, so we safely return to the capital. The Imperial Army will make Halron pay.
Understood, Your Majesty.
As I speak, I watch Zane's reaction. If he truly is colluding with Halron, then this would be the perfect opportunity to find out. Over the next few days, Zane and I methodically prepared the battleship. We've reactivated the Academy's decommissioned surface bots and take up residence in the old dormitories. Sometimes when I wake up in the dorms, familiar ceilings, I feel slightly disoriented. As if I'm still the crown princess, studying at the academy, and my relationship with Zane had yet to become complicated. Girl, I think that relationship was complicated since the very fucking beginning. On planet Valkyrie, the days and nights are unnaturally long. The atmospheric dome is still broken. It glitches out again, as Zane and I finish repairing the Valkyrie's hull. We sit on top of the starship and only watch a star sink towards the horizon. Time seems to leisurely pass, and the breathing slows with it, and not Zane's knee with mine. Before the Valkyrie went down, you said you were sorry. What were you talking about?
It was nonsense. Don't think too much about it.
I don't believe you. Zane puts away his toolbox. His gaze follows a star where the Academy's forests lie in the distance.
That tree in the palace. The one that has yet to bloom. You transplanted it from the Academy, yes?
I did. But who knew it stopped blossoming once it moved? Why do you think it's so stubborn? I turn Zane's face towards me. What I'm trying to imply is clear as I enunciate the words. Coco! Hi! Oh, wow! Should I resort to something more extreme? Should I cut off its favorite sweet water supply? Should I mess with the slush leaves? Zane's eye crinkle with amusement. I'm taken aback. I haven't seen him smile like that in a long time.
Your expression tells me that you can't believe I'm capable of smiling.
Good time zone. How is lads going? It's going well. We, shit happened. Yeah. We crashed. He was naked for a bit. Casual lads experience. Just smile more, Zane. I haven't seen enough.
The novelty will inevitably wear off.
I doubt it. No matter what happens, I'll always want to see you smile more. More time passes. The stars sink below the horizon and rises once more. Oh no! One morning, an escort starship lands on planet Valkyrie. After clearing out the ambushers, Zane personal guards arrive to assist us, and bring with them tidings of war. The tactical classroom is converted in a command center where daily strategy meetings are held. Also lots of politics. Not real politics. Fictional politics. The situation becomes clearer. Fortress number 1 has played a critical role in this war. Soon we'll be leaving planet Valkyrie. I haven't forgotten Major Way's accusation against Zane. Under the guise of repairing the battleship, I've been searching for clues with remote assistance from my secretary these past few days.
Highest clearance level has been granted.
Lots of politics is so acceptable. It's the only politics I'll accept. I press the key, and the erased classified data is restored. Whether or not Zane colluded with Halron will soon be revealed. Confirm. Stream of data floats the screen. 3 automatically locked flight paths appear before me. Zane met with Halron at the border more than once. I can't believe he could tolerate making deals with such a man. I'll accept all their politics, yes. There's also a heavily encrypted attachment. The password is attentively type a string of numbers. It's my birthday. The day when I'd be a little older. I don't know whether this feeling is bitter or glad. The decrypted files reveal an arranged agreement. There are only a few clauses, but spell out every step of Stein's rebellion in great detail. Zane would instruct Major Ways, who was stationed at the border, to secretly help Helram. Usurp? The fuck's that word? Seize the Stein Galaxy and declare a secession. I'm learning! These are words I've never seen nor know what they mean. Once Ways defected, Zane would step in to suppress the rebellion, which gave him a legitimate reason to take command of Fortress Number 1 and weaken the Empress's authority. Then Zane would quell the unrest caused by civil war in the Empire and seize power for himself. The final line of agreement states that the Empress would be handed over to Zane. He'd take her life to ensure she could never oppose him again. He wants to kill me?! What? Rude. The star is falling, and I hear distant rumbling. Only when I close my eyes can I hear it clearly. They have been plotting against me this whole time. Wow! Is right! The fuck? Assuming this is true, then I no longer need to waver about standing against Zane. Begin immediate preparations for a military tribunal against Zane.
Yes, Your Majesty.
Everything will be set in motion once we leave Planet Valkyrie and return to the Empire.
What are you doing?
We're in danger. I hear a voice behind me. My hands jerk as it switches screens and disconnects the comms channel. You want to explain yourself? Zane walks in. I avert my gaze, not wanting to look at him. I respond half-heartedly. Looking around, killing time. The Council of War over. Zane nods and takes the pilot seat. It's only then that I realize I switched the screen to a combat simulation.
Were you waiting for me?
Sure. Wordlessly, I sit down, press start, and choose the defending side as usual. The simulation begins. Zane's primary tactic is a strategic fortress. Fortress's defense is sluggish. It falls to Zane in moments. I'll let you have it.
That's a new excuse.
I flawlessly counter Zane's subsequent attacks and let him believe I made a careless mistake. Eventually, I set up a trap that spans the entire board. Finally.
I suppose I lost.
Yes, it's about time you did. I stand up. A resolve that doesn't falter is needed to defeat Zane. He once told me that, for the sake of victory, one must sometimes sacrifice what matters the most. At long last, I've made up my mind. I'm determined to turn the tides of this war. This means I'm determined to sacrifice Zane. I want my slice of life back! What in the angst? I want my happy slice of life just fucking around back, going to a ball, rage baiting him, you know, making him a little mad, cheating in a game. I want the silly back. Sacrifice him? The war between the Empire and the Stein Galaxy intensified. With Zane leading the military, Helron's forces crumbled. We receive a report from the front lines. Helron has been captured alive and is being held in border prison. Despite the trouble he's caused, Zane and I have a strange, unspoken agreement to never mention his name again. 2 days later, the Valkyrie's repairs are complete. We set a course to return to the Empire. As we head back, I close my eyes and pretend to sleep, but my mind races. Zane is always cautious. To ensure I deal a decisive strike, I need more evidence. Liza's testimony to recovered data from the battleship and Helman. Nothing would carry more weight than a confession from the leader of the Stein Galaxy. I can't afford to keep delaying things. I must see him in person. Gauging our distance to the border prison. Pull up the navigation system. Trace our destination.
You've changed our course?
I'm going to interrogate Halron.
You can leave that to your subordinates. Our current priority is to return to the Empire so all the factions can see you're safe and sound.
I let out a cold laugh, and my voice rose with sarcasm. You don't want me to go? The fuck? Are you afraid of what Halvard might tell me about you? Suddenly changing our course was a calculated move to catch Zane off guard. And Zane, a master in handling emergencies, is now uncharacteristically silent.
You
should address me as Your Majesty. Oh, he done fucked. We mad. After the Valkyrie lands at the border prison, I activate the battleship's internal comms and summon Zane's personal guards. Secure the Valkyrie. Unless I give the order, Zane cannot leave the battleship. No one is allowed to approach him. The guards freeze and look at Zane. The Grand General they've always served. You didn't hear me? The air grows so cold that it feels solid. A moment passes before the guards slowly surround Zane. If you fail, you shall share the burden of his guilt. Look at Zane again. He shows neither anger nor panic. Doesn't even ask what crime I intend to charge him with. But my decision never required his approval. Wow, we're going all out, huh? Oh my god! It's the rabies banner background! Aaron is brought in, and there isn't a scratch on him. I suspect he surrendered to the Imperial soldiers with little to no resistance. You're a smart man, so I'll only ask this once. The smuggling of weapons between you and Zane, someone like him, honestly won't get you anywhere. Put extra stress on arms smuggling, and watch Halron's reaction closely. Did you approach Zane first? Did Zane contact you?
How did you find out? He came to me, of course. Your Majesty's rewards weren't enough for him, so he decided to fill his own pockets.
I see. So you have no idea what the agreement was about. I deliberately substitute the coup with smuggling, and he didn't even notice.
Does it matter? Isn't it better to let a misunderstanding work in your favor? Your Majesty, you can order me to testify against Zane. I am here to serve. I promise you won't regret it.
I feel like this is all premeditated. I feel like we're just playing into his hand. He's trying his best to persuade me, but I don't hear a word he's saying. If Halvard knew nothing about an agreement, where did the hidden document I found come from? Trembling like a leaf, Waze is cowering on the floor before me. There's not a single trace of the major he once was.
The Grand General's treason. I don't know anything.
This is your own confession. Yet you claim to know nothing. I don't have all day to play games with you. Or would you rather have a little chat with Zane?
Wait, I'll talk!
Mentioning Zane's name is enough to make him deflate like a punctured sack of flour. He tells me everything. Everyone knew that Fortress Number 1 was impregnable. What? No one could ever conquer it. And Waze believed that too. So he postponed routine inspections and cut cordial security patrols. When I realized his negligence had created a fatal vulnerability in their defenses, Stein's forces had already broken through. In this panic, Weiss chose to defect to Stein's galaxy to save himself.
But in the end, the Grand General captured me and brought me back.
And the confession?
I didn't do it willingly, Your Majesty. On that day, Visiting hours were over when someone approached my cell.
I tried to keep my breathing steady.
It was the Grand General. He forced me to accuse him of treason.
Impregnable does not seem like the word. No, that makes me feel like it is pregnantable. I feel like it should be impregnable, right? Impregnable? I feel like they could have chosen a better word for that. It's both hard to say, and the meaning is kind of wishy-washy.
You can start preparing your statement now.
Grand General, you're joking, yes?
Several ice shards pin prison uniform in place.
I understand. You were my accomplice in betraying the Empire.
Are you playing make-believe?
Zane gambled with the Imperial defenses. He ordered me to lose so Stein's forces could invade.
That's not heinous enough.
He promised he'd let me go, but he went back on his word and arrested me. Then he tortured me.
Continue.
Zane also said that the Empress is unfit to rule the Empire. He'd inevitably kill her.
I am so confused what the fuck's happening. Okay, so Zane got this confession out of him on purpose? What's the fucking point? I don't get it. Why would you do this? So, it's completely made up. It's not real.
Excellent.
Grand General, if this confession falls into the Empress's hands, she could use it to get rid of you. The Empress controls the court, and the nobles who support you will flock to her side. Her authority will be absolute.
An Empress with absolute power. Is there anything wrong with that?
But what's the fucking point? I don't get it! We've been having this back and forth the entire time, only for it to be like, yeah, no, he made the whole thing up. Why, though? No, but actually, why? I'm so mad. I'm actually so mad. What the fuck? Why? What's the point? Why? I don't get it, okay? I don't get it. What was the point? My heart is pounding. I don't even remember how I made it out of the border prison. The young Empress needed a political opponent, a rival to keep her in check. It wasn't Zane, and be one of the nobles who were watching her like a hawk. Zane was the person she knew and trusted the most. With him, she could sit securely on her throne. In time, the Empress began to demonstrate her ambition and talent. If Zane remained, a civil war might break out. Are you a supermarket sample? Because I want to taste you again and again without any sense of shame. Do you understand? Gay frog! So there's only one solution. Yay! Once a giant was brought down, the Empress could rule over a unified empire. Hey, hey! For a moment, I remember the combat simulation aboard the Valkyrie. Did I actually defeat Zane?
Your Majesty, an urgent military report has arrived.
The secretary hurries towards me, and I grab her arm. Immediately cancel the military tribunal for Zane.
Your Majesty, it's too late. The military has already announced charges of treason against the Grand General to the public.
How the love game? We might have killed our love interest.
The entire Empire knows the Grand General has betrayed the Empire. And you.
It's not big brain time, it is small brain time. Evidence the military received. It could only been provided by Zane himself. To sacrifice his own reputation to give me the one gift I've always wanted. Oh no! Bells! Anger and frustration I've suppressed for so long burst like water surging through a broken dam. I storm onto the battleship. As soon as I'm through the hatch, I see the guards assigned to Zane. They're nothing more than unmoving pillars of ice. Take a few steps, and the hatch closes behind me. The battleship's engine roars to life. It's going to be 0-17 on Sunday and I live in a bus? Like Celsius? Or Fahrenheit?
Coordinates confirmed. Returning to Allure.
Fahrenheit? Well, it's cold. But not like freeze your tits off cold.
You're here?
Are you eager to face judgment? Allow me to be your judge then. I may not have heat. Sucks. That sucks.
This spaceship will return to its home planet. But we can never go back to what we were.
Oh no, he loves us! Oh no! He loves us! No, I don't want to attack.
I gave you that sword, and you wield it well.
Break free. I don't wanna. That's for me. Well, you can't blame a man for being into shit, right? Getting stepped on and having a blade point at his throat. I'm sure this awakened something in him.
I've told you before, you must never show mercy to traitors.
Wait! Was fucking pulling it towards his own throat. He was pulling it towards himself! Have you lost your goddamn marble, sir? Have you absolutely lost it? Have you lost all of it? Like, are the marbles... Do you have any marbles left? Check. I caught him. I knew this whole time. Power can't tempt you, and it can't compel me to hurt you. Man's hungry.
Your Majesty, this is the price of mercy.
The shuddering breathing, I can't! Oh no! Oh, okay. Yeah, no, that's fine.
Yes, the very betrayal I've committed. Consider it my final lesson.
Don't die. I swear to God, if you die.
Congratulations, you've matured. My Empress.
Also hot, but why? I need time to process that. What the fuck? This was Zane's treason spread throughout the Empire overnight. The public's fury overwhelmed reason. In the ensuing outrage, military authority was smoothly transferred into my hands. I officially began my reign without the delicate balance of power Zane had created. The Empire ran with exceptional efficiency, and the leeches who once tried to bargain with me would only bow their heads in submission. But Zane's fate remained a thorn in my side. My position prevented me from publicly exterminating Zane. It appeared as though I was acting on personal feelings, and it would destabilize the political situation I secured. With my tactic approval, two groups appeared before me. Noting the political situation, one faction did everything in their power to slander Zane, diminish his accomplishments, and exaggerate his ambitions. The other argued fiercely on Zane's behalf, and begged me to restore his status and honor. After a heated public debate, I gave my verdict. Zane would be confined to his home planet. He was forbidden from taking a single step outside of it. We've exiled him? After a long day of tedious Imperial affairs, I deftly open a window and board my private vessel when no one is watching. I use a familiar route to reach Zane's home planet. It's late, but Zane is still awake. He's living a life of leisure now. He spends his day reading, eating desserts, and making ice sculptures. He even found the time to write 142 treatises on military strategy. He retired! We send him into an early retirement. When I find him, he's resting on a lounge chair, a neat row of small ice cream stressed on his feet. Oh, like, hi! I know you're not asleep. Stop pretending.
And what's your excuse for neglecting your duties this time, Your Majesty?
The tree in the flowers has bloomed, you lazy man. Gently took a flower into his lapel. I picked this up from under the tree. If you want to see what it looks like when it's in full bloom, you should return to the palace soon.
So you're visiting because of the flower?
I'm here for you, of course. But I'll have to give him a new verdict. Within 2 years, I'll find a way to revoke my previous sentence and restore your honor. And when I do, you'll be in charge of running the military academy. Instead of getting up, Zane only settles deeper into his lounge chair. His smile never leaves his face. Did you hear me? 2 years is too long as it is. Stop grinning.
But I recall you saying you wanted me to smile more.
I lean down to tease him, but he pulls me into his arms. The ice
I only
sculpture
have
tumbling.
2 years of peace and quiet left. I should make the most of it, and rest while I can.
Listen to this embrace. I look at the stars and remember the first time I met Zane. That night was exactly like this. Back then, it took me a significant amount of effort to track Zane down. I flew my spaceship alone across half the galaxy and landed here.
Could it even be called a landing? Based on what I remember, it was more like a crash.
Right.
When you saw me, your first words weren't a request for help. You demanded me to be your advisor and help you claim the throne.
You're first, and handed me an acceptance letter to the military academy. Was a test. And now I've approached him again. For the same reason, I want him to rule the Empire with me. Hold out my hand. What will you give me this time? Then place his palm over mine.
Myself.
Ah! I smile and take his hand. It's so cute though. It's so good. Anger once clouded their judgment, and power once consumed their reason. On the path to reach the pinnacle of power, the Empress raised her sword, only to gently lay it down. The Grand General, who was a single step away from the throne, turned and left. Two hearts that once burned for power soon trembled for love. It's so cute! Fuck! Oh, it's good! Oh no, it's good. Well, bit rude to kick me out. But it's good. Oh, it's so good. Oh, it's good. Fuck.